And we're back. So this is the last build update for this beast. Now we can see how it turned out. Pretty much ready for paint now. So let's go over what's been done to it since last. We can start on the top side here. You can see this thing is not actually glued on. You can see I inscribed some panel lines to the panels and added some rivets. And this strip here down where the wing meets the fuselage, just to add some details. Turn it this way, you can actually see I put this little shield down here for covering up the gun that's mounted on these two magnets, and I actually closed up this front area as well with some plastic card and plastic bits. Same thing for the wing fuel tanks. They are closed up with the plastic card, added some rivets and detailing to them. You can see there's a little bit of a gap here, but I ran out of green stuff, so that's gonna get closed up when I get some more green stuff. So that's the top side. Let's go to the underside then. As you can see, it's now mounted to a flying stand. 5 magnets on the flight stand and a big magnet on the fuselage here, and then I cut out the shape of the flight stand, the little cross shape in here. Looks a little wobbly, but it's actually quite steady, so that will work in gameplay. As you can see, I didn't add too much detail on the underside because this area won't be seen much in when I'm using it anyway. So boxed in this underside here after I attached the wings to the fuselage. This whole area is now one piece. I'm gonna cover up that little hole with green stuff or plastic card just to keep it nice and tidy. 2 magnets on each wing here to actually mount the weapons on the wings. And speaking of the weapons, these are the ones that goes on the wing. Actually magnetize these front panels so you can put on the other kind of missiles if you want to, like that. Then you just pull it off and put on the bigger ones. This square tubing here has a metal plate on the top side here, so I can mount it to the wing. Just put it like there. And the same thing on the underside. Just other side. Just a little hard to do that with one hand, but so that's that profile. I'm not sure if I like that more, or you can actually exchange sides on them. Oh, like that and that, and it changes the profile of the plane a bit. I also made this autocannon, Reaper autocannon mount for the front side. Actually added a plate of metal on the back side to that as well. You put it in like that and push it up. There you have it, autocannons. These will be used in the pre-heresy campaign, and the good thing with magnetizing these are that I can actually exchange it for the assault cannon later on if I want to. So yeah, I'm gonna put on the cockpit as well, just so you got the whole picture. This is what it turned out like. It was a fun build. Took a little while, but mostly because I had to figure out things as I went along, and I didn't really have a clear picture on how to solve the placement of the wings and a lot of that stuff. So, and also it's a lot harder because I haven't had a lot of time in one go. I just worked half an hour here and an hour there and so on, so it's always a bit of startup time when you come back to a project like this. These back engines actually still move. So anything to I would do differently if I was gonna do this again. I would actually probably extend the fuselage just a little bit, maybe a centimeter or so, even further. Then I could move the wing configuration a little bit forward, and I would actually probably move the wing fuel tanks and the brake in the wings a little bit out, so I didn't interfere with the engines like they do now. I had to cut out a piece of the fuel tank there because the engines are so huge on this thing. But that's pretty much it. I'm quite satisfied how it turned out. Pretty much the way I envisioned it before. And if I put it like this and just do a little spin around, someone suggested I should put the wings a bit more forward on the fuselage. But I think if you look at it now that it's finished, you might see where I got the inspiration for this one. It's actually the A10 Thunderbolt or Warthog, whatever you call it. The A10 fighter anyway. And this is like a Space Marine variant of that configuration. I'm quite satisfied with it. You can actually put down below what you think of the build, which way I should have these configured, like this or the other way around. Quite hard to do these things with the camera, but much easier when you just have to concentrate on the flyer. So yeah, tell me what you think. If you would do something else to it, what would that be? Was it a fun build? Do you have any questions on how I did something that I didn't explain good enough? And just generally what you thought about the videos. Put it down in the comment. I will come back with an update when it's painted up. I think the next project I will tackle now is the Thunderhawk, and these two, this and the Thunderhawk, will probably be painted pretty much at the same time when I'm finished with that. So until then, as always, keep on gaming, and I hope you have a very nice summer, and make sure to go outside and get a bit of that sun as well, as long as it's with us. So I'll be back. Bye.